Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how we can scrape Google search and return us a list of LinkedIn profiles, which we can use as potentially lead captures, or if you're looking for a job, people to message, etc. So I'll give you a quick demo. Can you give me the profiles of anyone in the real estate industry in London? And I'll show you exactly how to do each of these nodes, but it will give us hopefully a list of LinkedIn profiles in our Google Sheets. Let's have a look at the top one. Okay, so Managing Director at Real Estate Balance, Sue Brown. There you have it. But yeah, so let's go straight into it. So create workflow. Okay, so the first one we want is obviously a chat message because we're going to do this on Trigger. And just so that we're not constantly talking to it, let's put in a test query. It literally doesn't matter what we put in here, but let's put in who give me a list of profiles for the, I don't know, banking industry in London to message. I wanna see. Right, super simple. But so this is obviously going to go into our AI agent. So we're going to pick AI agent from here. And at the moment it's connected to the chat input, but we've just put in a fake query. So this is our testing query. So we're just going to change this here. And we're going to want to put in a system prompt. So I'll come back to the system prompt. It will become a little bit more obvious how we're going to prompt it. But we do want to put in our OpenAI model. So we can find this here, and we put in GPT-4o because that is the one I like using the most. If you haven't done this before, you need to set up your credentials. Super simple. Just go to your OpenAI account and get the API key from there. If you don't know how to do it, just follow the link in the open docs. It's very self-explanatory. I'm not going to spend too much time on explaining that. But so we've done this now. And our AI agent is going to want to take the text input and give us some search terms for which we can use to search Google. So in fact, I'm going to set up our node, the next node, which is our SERP API node. And this is the node that is used to scrape Google. And you can see it has a lot of different capabilities. So we can do Amazon, Bing, DuckDuckGo, you name it. For now, I just want the Google search. And by the way, if it's not installed already, you might need to install it if it's your first time using it. So we just do that there. And you're also going to want to set up your SERP API account. So this is, again, super simple. You want to come to a page that looks like this, go to your dashboard, and I don't want to show you my API key, but you'll find your API key in the list over there. Yeah, you get something like 250 searches per month free. So if you're under that, you can just keep using it for free. And this is the search query we're going to change. And before we do that, let's go to our prompt in the AI agent. So the easiest way to do it is actually get to ChatGPT. Let's actually do this. Can you give me a system prompt for an AI agent which takes in natural text sentences, let me say, and outputs terms for a Google search? I want to build this in n8n. So it's super quick, but if you want to spend more time on your prompts, I would recommend doing so, because this is actually one of the most important parts of this whole workflow. So let's have a look. Your task is to convert natural language in concise, effective Google search queries. Seems about right. Let's give this a go. If it doesn't, it should work fine. But if it doesn't, we can refine it. So if we execute this step, okay, so look, give me a list of profiles I want to see. Banking industry professionals profiles, London. Let's just go with that. That should be fine, to be honest, but like I said, we can refine this if we need to. So the search query we want to do here is in fact this output. However, before this output, we do want to only retrieve LinkedIn profiles. So if we're going to do this, there is a specific term that we can use in Google. If I want to return only LinkedIn profiles from Google, how do I? But I can't remember it off the top of my head, so it's easy. Okay, so this is what I'm looking for: site LinkedIn / and we're going to want to put this before and a space in between. Make sure you have that space because it gets a little bit wrong. It doesn't understand otherwise. And if we search this, you can see that we get returned with a whole load of profiles of people in the banking industry in London. So this is exactly what we want to see. I mean, let's just take this first one. This looks like the LinkedIn link. I'm curious. Barclays UK Chief Information Officer. Well, there you have it. So that is apparently the first profile that comes up in the Google search. So if you actually want to see what it's also searching for, by the way, this is what it is. I've run out of space, but profiles London. I can just add that on. Profiles London. This is the query that it's actually querying. And you can see the reason that we put in site LinkedIn is because it only gives us LinkedIn sites. So that's what we're expecting to see. So now obviously we want to clean that up, and the easiest way to do so is using a code snippet. So we want to have a quick JavaScript code which will take all of this info, all of this, and just give us the LinkedIn URL. And we can see that is going to be there. So in this organic results link. Again, the easiest way to do this is with ChatGPT. Where are you? I don't think I copied it. What if I just copy all of this? It's the easiest way of doing this, especially if not that confident in coding. Give me the code snippet in JavaScript which will return only the LinkedIn profiles from this input. Okay, so it took a lot of prompting with ChatGPT, but eventually got something that was worthwhile doing. So, and this is the output that I got. But yeah, basically, if you execute this step, you can see that it outputs the LinkedIn URLs exactly as we want it. And the last thing to do, of course, is to take these URLs and put them in our Google Sheets. So let's go to Google Sheets, and we want to choose append row and sheet because we're going to add it on every time the workflow runs. And again, if you haven't created your Google account or your credentials set up, make sure you do that. Follow the documents here, and there's a really good video that you can watch through that link, which will help with your setup. But now we're going to choose from our list. So this assumes you've already created something. So this is from our previous search, but let's just delete that to make it obvious that it's working. But prospects, so I do want to choose prospects, and I only have one sheet, so one sheet. And this is the column header in prospects. So it's actually really good that n8n pulls this automatically. And we want to choose this LinkedIn URL and stick it here so that every time it runs, it will update and append the row with the necessary URL. So it says it's run, and we should see, here we go, a list of profiles that we can see here. And this is for, I don't even remember what we'd searched for anymore. What was it? Banking industry. Yeah. All right. So we'll pick a random other one. Mike Moore, head of cloud architecture at HSBC. Yeah. So it's clearly seen HSBC and thoughts, banking industry. And finally, we want to put in edit fields. And this is just so we let the agent know when the workflow is being finished. So this is our response, and we just want to put in done. Just to let it know that the workflow has run from beginning to end, and that's all been done. So it should all be ready. If I'm not wrong, we do need to, yeah, we did put in fake data. So we do want to connect it to chat trigger. And I think that is the only thing we need to do there. So let's execute the workflow. So what we want to do is type something in. So can you give me a list of people in the medical industry in New York? Let's try New York. Unpin and send. So it's just going through it all. And obviously I have already a list here, but yeah, it's just been updated with these ones. I mean, I'm curious. Medical industry in New York, NYSSPA. Oh, here we go. John Memorial Hospital. Yeah, I mean, I guess this is something to do with the medical industry, but you get the point. So this is a very basic version of what we were trying to achieve. You can improve things here with your scraping. You can add additional fields if you want to be a bit more specific with how you want to search Google. We can also create better system prompt, which gives us a better output. We may want to put in specific job titles, for example, or yeah, so we may want to start talking with the chat bot to see to curate the best search results. So like if you haven't put in a job title, maybe it prompts you to say, oh, you haven't put one in, what job title you're looking for. So things like this, which will actually massively improve the quality of results that we get. But hopefully you can see that it is working. And let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Thank you.